Can't be doing you any good, you know, you burying it or stashing it in shoe boxes or wherever you keeping it.
Well, I'd rather that than using it to build some building that white folks just want to keep black folks out of.
I think representation in front and behind the camera is very important, especially today in the industry and times we're in. I think more and more people are becoming aware of it, which is a fantastic thing.
Everyone wants to hear their story be told. Everyone wants to see themselves reflected back at them, because when you don't see yourself, you feel erased, invisible.
John Singleton's vision of South Central LA, starting with Boys in the Hood and going all the way through, is showing people the way they are and showing their humanity, regardless of what any external legal policing system thinks about.
When we talk about diversity, we're talking about it as far as not the characters or the stories where people are undeniably people of color, black people, or any other marginalized group.
We have a very diverse crew and a very diverse cast, and I think it makes the world of a difference. I feel like there's not one person that's just uncomfortable with being who they are coming on the set.
I saw Pauline for the first time, and I told her she was like a superhero. It's rare that I get to see black women behind the camera.
The wild thing about Snowfall, it's for as long as I've been doing this, it's the most diverse room I've been in, the most diverse group of directors, the most diverse people on the crew and actors.
Hey, wrap it up, man.
Wrap it up.
I got this one. Hey, the fuck, man?
The more I become involved in the behind the scenes and the more stories I see being told, I understand why it is important that there is more representation in every aspect of television. And that is as executive producers and as showrunners, not just the actors, not just in front, but in behind the scenes as well. It's important.
But the amazing thing about representation is it doesn't have to be calculated. You know, as long as you give the right person the job, it always works out.
I think that diversity coming into play makes for realism. It makes for an interesting story. It makes for truth. It makes for love.
I also am so inspired by it because I believe it shows in the writing. It shows in the whole process of how the show is made. And I respect that level of work and possibility and the potential that that has.
Representation is authenticity. You know, if you have that, you're always going to get the truth. And I think that's the sort of storytelling that Snowfall strives for.
When I walk on the Snowfall set, I'm encouraged, and I would love to see it mirrored on a lot of other sets. And I think that's happening in Hollywood much more, and I'm proud of that.